Hey there, Boulder Ridge Bulldogs. And it's that time again to go ahead and give that virtual shout out to some amazing leaders this school week. So here we go. We have from Mr. Hernandez's class, Giselle Catalan Grimaldo, who's being proactive. Giselle put her mind to work and came up with a quick solution that benefited the entire class. Her resourcefulness and insight served the class from unnecessary work. Way to go, Giselle. In Mrs. Park's class, Delaney Mitchum is putting first things first. Delaney is always completing her daily activities on Seesaw, and she works hard and reads before she plays. In Mrs. Wilkinson's class, we have Mark Gonzalez being proactive. Mark works very hard on all his class tasks and takes the initiative to ask the teacher for help when he needs it. In Miss Peters' class, we have Catherine Abigail Gamboa being proactive. Abigail makes sure to log on to every meet and complete all of her assignments. She's off to a wonderful start in 5th grade and is an excellent role model for her peers. In Mrs. Suarez's class, we have Aaliyah Oropeza, and being proactive is what she's doing. Aaliyah has been working so hard to be independent, in charge of herself as she practices reading and writing. And knowing she is supported by her family and teachers, she has the confidence to try on her own and grow. In Mrs. Gurkis's class, we have Josephine Moraza Altamarino. Putting first things first. Josephine always makes her schoolwork a priority. In Mrs. Ballin's class, we have Logan Sperry, who's also being proactive. Logan is an amazing student. He always does his best on all of his assignments. In Mrs. Cook's class, we have Alyssa Moctezuma, and putting first things first is what she does. Alyssa puts first things first and completed her iReady test in a timely manner. In Mrs. Rourke's class, we have Pablo Gonzalez, who's being proactive. Pablo is always on time and ready to learn. He actively participates in class and works hard to complete tasks. In Mrs. White's class, we have Layla Ol, being proactive. Despite many days of frustration with internet connections, she always finds a way to complete her work and complete it well. Going above and beyond with her efforts, she realizes she's in charge of her learning and acts on it. In Miss Miller's class, we have Soren Cruz, who's putting first things first. Soren is always ready and prepared to do his work. He doesn't need to be reminded what materials to bring, to be on time, or to pay attention. He is there to do his work and learn. Good job, Soren. In Mrs. Lipsett's class, we have Jason Aguilera Espero, who's being proactive. He logs in on time and has his materials ready for the lesson. In Mrs. Spray's class, we have Elijah Kalinich, who's putting first things first. Elijah always comes to class prepared, and he is always ready to learn. He brings a positive attitude and always puts first things first. In Miss Polder's class, we have Mia Polito, who's being proactive. Mia is always ready to learn. She is on time for Google Meets and always does her best. In Miss Ortiz's class, we have Jackson Borquez, who's putting first things first. Jackson makes sure his assignments are completed each week. He puts first things first and gets his work done. In Miss Monty's class, we have Alyssa Mercado, who's putting first things first, practicing letters every day to learn the alphabet. In Mrs. Galizio and Mrs. Crater's class, we have Selena Saragosa, who's putting first things first. Selena is always making a plan so that she can accomplish her daily lessons. In Mrs. Lozano's class, we have Jaden Villa, who is thinking win-win, always willing to support Mrs. Lozano and his classmates in the meet with technical difficulties. And from me, from Mrs. Hiltz, I want to give a shout out to Mr. Esteban Flores for beginning with the end in mind. I've been doing check-ins with Esteban this week and have been very impressed by how his work ethic has really gotten great, and he has a positive attitude. Great job, Esteban. Okay, that's it. I hope you guys all have a really great weekend. Continue to work hard, get logged on, be kind to your parents at home, and also just have fun. And we will see you next week. Have a great weekend.